Good morning from Liverpool, a city I've never been to before, so I thought I'd come and have a mooch around. The real reason I'm here though is I am actually seeing Dua Lipa tonight. Sadly not a date. It was a date but not a date, if you see what I mean. That is about 8 o'clock at Anfield Stadium, Liverpool FC. But I've got essentially most of this day to have a little mooch around and see Liverpool. I don't know who that is on the plinth up there. It'll probably tell me over here. I can already see the money that this city attracted from essentially shipping, I think it was back in the day. Who is this? Waterloo. Is that Wellington then? Quite possibly. We are entering the Cavern Quarter. That name may be familiar to you. Let's go and find the Cavern Club. Matthew Street down there. Matthew Street where the Cavern Club is. I've just spotted some murals. There's some Guinness. That's an old Guinness out of that. Fantastic. And there's something up here. Can't miss this. As you can see, this area was full of old warehouses like this. Basically from the port, storing all this stuff. It's a bit like Shad Thames actually. Well, any area that's still got kind of old warehouses from trading on the sea. But yeah, Shad Thames over the way from Tower Bridge in London. That's got a lot of old kind of wharf buildings. This is the Cavern Club. You can tell by all the people. So, this is the Cavern Club. Well, this is the original entrance of the Cavern Club right here. Statue of Cilla Black. That was the original entrance. You can see these are newer buildings on top because the Cavern Club, cavern being a clue, it was in the cellars of these warehouses. So what happened was the original Cavern Club closed in 1973. They bulldozed the original wharf buildings because they were going to put in some kind of ventilation shaft for an underground railway that ironically didn't go ahead. During the early 80s there were plans to reopen the Cavern Club, but the foundations beneath here were too damaged from all this work that went on above, so they moved it. So the new Cavern Club, though they call it the Cavern Club, is there. It sits on about 70% of the original club's footprint, and it's used a lot of the bricks from the demolition of cellars in this new Cavern Club. So this was opened in 1984 as the Cavern Club, but it's shifted slightly.
Miles away, 3 or 4 miles away. You need to get a bus there. Okay. About 20 minutes. Yeah.
Sergeant Pepper's. You can feel the Beatles influence everywhere. And it's mid-morning and there's already tourist groups everywhere. There's John Lennon. John Lennon and a random. I'm not going to do that. Have my picture taken with John Lennon, the statue. Okay, so that's was Matthew Street, which is probably one of, if not the most famous streets in Liverpool for Beatles aficionados. I mean, there's a lot of other streets of where they lived and areas where songs were based on, but yeah, that is probably the Cavern Club being synonymous with the Beatles in their early years. More money. I was trying to find the water. We are close. It's down there. So we'll go up here, hang a left. Not sure what this building, oh, it's just the town hall. I thought it was going to be Wetherspoons or something. It normally is these days. All these kind of grand or former grand kind of headquarters are, you know, Wetherspoons and John Lewis, but this is the town hall. There you go, for all of your exploring needs, tourist buses, a fair few of them actually lined up here. I'm thinking I may do that, don't know. So we are here at the waterfront, the Pier Head in Liverpool. We've got three massive big famous buildings here, which make up, they're referred to as the Three Graces. Now I'll put in the video description what that actually means, because I don't know what grace, what that's referring to, if it's a person who Grace was. But you've got the Port of Liverpool building here, which is the former headquarters of Mersey Docks. Obviously this area was a massive shipping city for the UK. You've also then got the Cunard Building. So this is the former headquarters of Cunard Cruise Company. That is still going strong today, owned by Carnival, I think. It's a part British, part American company. So that's the former Cunard Building. And then over here is probably the most famous building in Liverpool, the Royal Liver Building, which I think, I don't know if it was the first one up actually. Excuse me, may have been that one, don't know. But this is the most famous. It's got liver birds on the top. Said if they flew away, Liverpool would cease to exist or something like that. This is the former headquarters of the Royal Liver Assurance, which I think now is owned by Royal London, which is all to do with life assurance, looking after people, looking after families. I think probably connected with shipping originally, back in the 1800s. We've also got over here statues of the Beatles, and I thought that was a queue for that ice cream van. It's actually a queue to take your selfie or whatever with the statue. I mean, you need about 15, don't you? Just in case, you know, because most times you take photos, people have got their eyes closed. It's normally the case with me. There you go, Three Graces together in one shot. Two dry docks in front of you, the oldest surviving docks in Liverpool. One here and one here. Ice cream must resist. Chips and dips. Nice old van there. Tate, I assume that's Tate and Lyle. Sugar. Oh, we got another. There's one of those in Miami. Miami Beach. There you go. Well, this is Albert Dock. Oh, street art going up, mural going up. Well, well, look who it is. Got my own Domino's. Oh, I'm committed now. I had to do it. I had to get a 99 flake. There's the ferry over the River Mersey over there, coloured. You may just be able to make it out. There's a queue for it over there, and there's a guy now singing next to the Beatles statue, singing ferry across the Mersey. Very apt. I'm mural spotting for a change. A lot of little lanes in Liverpool, like this one. 1 and 2. See, a lot of these old buildings are now hanging on to them. Eventually, no doubt, that'll be refurbished, and that one. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed this whistle-stop tour of a very small part of Liverpool city centre. Not much at all, really. I do need to return because I want to go to the Baltic Triangle, I think it is, rather than Baltic Quarter. A lot of street art there. That's south of centre. But I need to concentrate on getting up to Anfield and Dune Leaper. So I will see you in the next one.